How's it going, guys? Well, I'm heading out with the family. Really? Bunny ears? I'm heading out with the family to go look at some Christmas lights, and we're just coming up to it now. So I promised the kids that we'd take them out and look at the lights.
Mom, look, they got the helicopter again.
Oh yeah, up top. I see.
They have it down on the ground.
Where?
Look at this
Oh yeah, look at the big
snow
snowman over there.
Dude,
Yeah.
there's snow globe.
Yeah, we're coming up to it. Oh, I got a countdown clock. Look at that. 18 days to Christmas. Oh man.
We need to put our tree up soon.
Very cool.
So we just got back from looking at some Christmas lights with the kids, and yesterday I pulled out all the stoves that I was looking at. Today I want to look at some of the shelters and just go over, some of my ideas and actually show you guys some things that I've never shared on the channel as well. So on my table here in the basement, I laid out all my shelters here. I have quite a few, and I think I'll start down here. So the most basic of shelters is this. I guess you just call it an El Cheapo tarp. It's a 5x7 tarp I bought at Walmart, and that's the tarp that I actually use in my EDC survival bag. Now this, I don't think I've ever shared this on the channel. This is a poncho tarp, so it actually has little tie outs and it's a poncho as well, so that's a dual use. In Eagle's Nest Outfitters, I backpack with this both the times in the winter. I've never actually used a tarp in the summer. I think it would be a little bit more challenging, considering you have to deal with bugs and stuff like that. But I've used this a few times. A little heavier when it comes to tarps, but still a good tarp. Now I have my Hammock Gear Cuban fiber tarp with doors, which is extremely light. That's 6.5 ounces. I believe that tarp is over a pound. It's definitely over a pound. So I've never backpacked or camped underneath this tarp except in my hammock, but that would definitely be my preferred choice if I was to use a tarp. Now this here, this is a bivvy. I got that rolled up there. I've never shown this on YouTube, and I've never actually used it for backpacking or even an overnight or anything like that. I've done some backyard testing with it. This is the Chinook brand. It's an inexpensive brand. I didn't pay a whole lot of money. I bought it at one of those just kind of like mom and pop outdoor stores, locally here. But I did some testing with it, and I had the kids spray me with the hose and stuff while I was in there, and the zipper kind of failed. The zipper didn't fail, but water was getting in. So I never actually used this. I think it would do okay, if your kids didn't follow you on the trail with a hose. But I never actually got a chance to use this, and I've never slept in a bivvy, so that might be a little different. My first hammock, my Eagle's Nest Outfitters single nest, really don't fit in there. It's kind of small. Now I have slept in that overnight on the trail. I've backpacked on the Appalachian Trail and used this actually many times, but as I got more experience and learned a little bit more about hammocks, I moved away from this hammock. I actually moved on to this hammock next. After using the Eno hammock for a while, actually this company reached out to me and asked me to test their hammock, and they said, well, you can keep the hammock after you test it. So Buyer of Maine sent me this. It's the Traveler XXL double hammock, and I did a review on it, and I've got this in a few videos. I've slept in this hammock overnight. My buddy Seth has actually used this hammock a couple times. My son's used this hammock. Very comfortable, very spacious, large and comfortable. Great hammock. Not really a backpacking hammock, kind of along the same lines as the Eno. There's no bug protection. It's more of just a backyard hammock, but also very comfortable. Now this here, War Bonnet Blackbird XLC. Now if you look at this compared to the other hammocks, certainly much larger, But that's certainly my favorite hammock. A little bit more bulky. You know, this does compress down a little bit, but full featured, you know, bug net. It's got a shelf. There's a lot of room in it. You know, this is an 11-foot hammock, so a lot of room, very comfortable. Certainly my go-to hammock right now. And then I got a couple other hammocks which haven't been shown on the channel. So these hammocks were actually sent to me by Tribe Provisions for me to test out, and I've had these hammocks for a little over, I would say, I think it's about a year and a half I've had them. So I've actually got a video that's just needs some final editing. When I received these hammocks, I put them to good use and I did some testing, and so I'll get that video out very soon. But nice hammocks, you know, I do like them. 5 hammocks. Now this here is my tent, and I am pretty sure that this has never even made it onto the channel in the last 5 years. So I haven't used this tent in easily, I don't know, 6 or 7 years, I want to say. It's certainly been a while. Ever since I bought the hammock, I've been a convert. But tents certainly do have their place too. This is I believe it's pronounced a Wenzel, 2-person tent. It's actually not that bad. I think it's 4 pounds. By today's standards, it's certainly not like an ultralight tent. But when I was looking for a tent to go backpacking, you know, something a little smaller than what I had, this certainly fit the bill. I paid 25 bucks for this hammock. I bought it on Amazon. It's no longer available, but this is a great tent. And if I don't take this backpacking, I will definitely set it up and show you. It is a good tent. I like it. It's called a 2-person tent. It's more like a 1+, you know, tent. First time I went camping with this, I bought one, and my buddy Gabe bought one, and 4 of us went backpacking. And so, you know, we're like, oh, we'll split up the tent poles, you know, it'd be even lighter. This is great. And so comes time to go to sleep, and we're like, all right, we'll sleep, you know, head to foot in the tent. And although me and my friends are pretty close, I'll tell you what though, having someone's feet right by your head when you're sleeping, especially if they're walking all day on a trail, you know, doing 10+ miles, really not that cool. So we the next year we decided to go backpacking. Everyone had their own tent. So those of you that have tried bivvies, let me know how it is. I mean, I think it'd be kind of weird to have, you know, like fabric in your face kind of all night. It might be kind of tough to sleep. And I know there's some bivvies out there that have a ring that will actually keep that up off your face, but I don't know. I never brought myself to actually try it overnight. So I made the commitment to upload a video every single day in December, part of a daily vlog, just to get myself back into YouTube, because I've taken some time off. And let me know what you guys think. You know, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. You know, I've got a lot of backpacking and hiking content on my channel, with certainly a lot more to come. Please like the video. All right, guys, catch you on the next one.